Okay, questions for Coach Hamdan?
Which obviously the progress you guys made during that 3-game winning streak seemed to kind of go away in the last 2 weeks. What happened on offense that you just weren't able to move the ball again?
You know, I mean, obviously I take full responsibility. It always starts with me. You know, this game may be different than others. It felt, you know, we were mixed tempo. We tried to get in, tried to get out. We just couldn't sustain drives. I think put Cutter in bad positions. I think in that 3-game stretch, and when you look at from a completion percentage standpoint, we were able to get him easy completions, and just you know, ultimately couldn't get him off to a good start early today, and unfortunate for the guys in that locker room.
So what's the vision from the offense, I guess, moving forward? I mean, obviously you have a lot of young players, but the momentum, it felt like you were building, don't really go into the offseason with that.
I think the biggest thing, John, is just, you know, the sole focus was on this game, you know what I mean? And so, again, right now I think, you know, we're certainly hurting both as a staff, but for those players, you guys have been, you know, following them for the last 6-8 weeks. You've seen their resiliency. I think you guys know that group, you know, deserved to get to postseason more than anybody. You know, the vision is improve the process, and it's what it always is, you know. And so I think for us in this profession, there's ups, there's downs, but you keep swinging, you keep analyzing what was good, what can get better, and you know, we've been through it a lot, and that's always where our mind is right now.
Carter was sacked 6 times, and I think he might have been 7 a week ago. What was happening up front that you all couldn't give him time?
Again, I think from our standpoint of putting the plan together, 2 similar back-to-back weeks, whether we were not creating runs and able on first and second down to get things going, we were in seemed like third and long situations over and over again, and I don't think that's easy for anybody. So again, take full responsibility for it. You know, he's got a bright future. He's done a ton of really good things. That was my message to him and the rest of our younger players in the locker room.
Bush, as you look back on the season, what are maybe 2 or 3 things that you're most proud of that you think the offense did right?
I think the first thing is just, again, you know, the hard stretch we had early, and for the players to, I really thought this was a resilient team. I thought it was a team that was very low drama. They showed up every single week and really allowed us to have that 3-game stretch we had, you know, by working hard, not blaming others. And so I think that'll be what I remember from them. Again, I think at times during the year, you know, we played maybe as good as anybody, but it was obviously not consistent enough to finish it out. So extremely proud of the group, proud to be a part of the group. I'll remember this team for a long, long time for who they are and how they battled, and ultimately really wish we could have finished it for them.
What's Cutter's next step? What does he have to do to go into the next season to be one of those guys?
I don't know if there's ever just one thing, you know, for sure. It's to just keep taking those lessons, the good, the bad. You know, the pain will be there, but the experience is something he's just got to lean on and really, again, take the things of the success he had in the middle of the year, and then again, just the learning points that we all can have, again, to make him more successful. I've said it to him forever. You know, this is not something he's just going to be doing for a year, another year. He's going to be playing football for a long, long time. I was fortunate enough to be around some of those guys who have played for a long, long time, and I think it's, you know, at the end of the day, this is process-driven. This is him becoming the best player he can be. Never too hard on himself, but just keep working one day at a time and falling in love with the sport.
Bush, sometimes people, of course, say there's too many bowls these days, but I know for you guys getting all those extra practices is such a big deal. Just how much development do you miss out on not getting those practices?
Yeah, a ton. You know, a ton. And I think we talked about that obviously going in this game, which was another reason we wanted this so bad, just because this had felt all year like a team. You let them play 6 more games, they would play 6 more games, and they would show up and practice 3 days a week, and the walkthroughs on Thursday and Friday, and you know, and so that's probably the hardest thing. Again, we talk about the youth, but overall, I think just in general, anytime you can get a second spring season, that's critical.
All right, thanks, Coach. Got Cutter ready?